So one of the things that I have enjoyed most about my Tupperware business is the personal growth that I've gotten out of it. Because believe it or not, and if many of you have heard my story, when I first started in Tupperware, I could not do a speech in front of my dog. I shooed her out of the room, there was nobody else home, while my baby was asleep, my husband wasn't there, and I was like, go, 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 she's looking at me, and I was trying to practice my thing for my party, right? And I've gone from being that person to being a person that can train at a corporate event for 1,000 people, all right? And it didn't happen overnight, and it happened with all these choices day in and day out, choices to better myself, for my business, for my kids, for my team. It came from all the choices to challenge myself and say yes, all right? All those yeses. When Pam's like, I want you to train at SpringFest, and I'm like, are you crazy? And she's like, just do it. And I'm like, okay. And each time, it started in her living room. I got comfortable in her living room. Then she pushed me to the community center, and I got comfortable there. Then she pushed me to SpringFest, and I got comfortable there. And then we did another larger SpringFest, and I got more comfortable there. But it wouldn't have happened if, one, she hadn't been pushing me, which I appreciate. And two, if I hadn't invested that time in myself day in and day out. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start, how many of you are familiar with John Gordon? Right? The Energy Bus is his probably most famous book. Lori's a top fan on his Facebook page. So she's major fangirl over John Gordon. So one of his most popular books is The Energy Bus. He also collaborated on the One Word book that we talk about at the beginning of the year when we pick our word. That's a John Gordon thing, all right? So he is a phenomenal speaker, and he writes amazing books, and they're super duper easy to read, like so easy to read. If you're not a reader, you can listen to it in the car or on your cell phone using Audible or whatever your library is. Some libraries have those free digital programs. You can download the book and be able to listen to it that way. You could borrow it from the library, but Pam's actually going to buy them in bulk and have them available back in the store for you to be able to purchase. And again, even if you're not a reader, I do suggest getting the book because you can highlight some of the things as we go along. So on Mondays at 9:30, it's going to be about an hour, no longer than an hour, all right? Probably less than an hour. We are going to go over parts of the book, all right? And so we have some of the directors have offered to kind of help lead this and walk us through it. So the best part is even if you didn't have time to get to the book that week, still come to the call. Still listen to the recording because you're still going to get something from it. All right, that's kind of the way that we're designing it because we don't want anybody because I've belonged to book clubs and it's literally the morning of and I wake up early and I'm like trying to buzz through the book so I can go and act like I did it all week long, right? And so it doesn't need to be that way. You will get more out of it, of course, if you spend that reflective time doing it and then being able to participate in the conversation and add your thoughts, what you've been thinking about it throughout the week. But you can still come to the call even if you haven't. So it's open to everybody. And this is The Power of a Positive Team, all right, by John Gordon. And it is... it is exactly the culture that we are always cultivating here at Champion. So it's an inside look as to sort of like the culture that we're always trying to cultivate here at Champion. I think most of the time we do a really successful job doing it. And so it'll give you kind of a sneak peek into kind of the way that Pam runs our company and the way the directors also work on running their teams as well. But the best part is, this is not just about Tupperware. This is about your everyday life. This is about your marriage. This is about the way you approach your relationships in your family. This is about your day job. This is about, all those things that make you a happy, positive person that people want to be around and that you want to be around. I mean, that's the most important part. You want to be around yourself. Have you ever been sick of yourself before? Yes. Yes. I have. I'm like, oh my gosh, the attitude stinks. I'm like, I need to just go cleanse something. I'm like, so you guys know that's true. So 9:30, we're going to record it. We're going to have it right on Champion, all right? So be aware, if you work at that time, don't worry about it. It will be recorded. You can go back and listen to it anytime. If you can tune in live, that's the best thing because even as much as I am a school, I will listen to everything and train myself and learn. If I don't listen to it live, it takes a long time for me to go back and listen to a recording. So, all right, so Monday.